Hi, my name is Tevž and I went undefeated with Maliss at the Ljubljana Regional this Saturday. My matchups were round 1 I played against Azamina, Fian Smith, Kashtira, Pile. Round 2 was Fian Smith, Maliss. Round 3 I played against the Chief deck. Round 4 I played against a White Forest Azamina deck. And then rounds 5 and 6 were Fian Smith, Raisia. I played Maliss, so let's start. I played 3 of all the main deck's names. You just need the starters, like I play a lot of Bystial, so basically even just a cat works with that. I also obviously played 3 Field Spell, which is a pseudo starter and extender, and then the 3 traps. I don't think you should play any less or any more of these cards, like they work fine, it is what it is until we get another name. Then for the Bystials I played 3 Druisworn because it's the best one that's at 3. I also played 2 Boldrake because it's the second best that's not at 1, and then obviously the best one is Magnamut, which is at 1, so I only played 1 of that. I feel like Bystials are the best extenders in this deck because they also function like hand traps, like hitting the Fian Smith stuff. And they can also hit some other decks in the meta, like they work fine against the new Mitsurugi cards, so yeah, I don't think you should play less. I didn't like the Lubellions because I just don't feel like playing Regained. And I also wanted all my Bystials to be hand traps. Then for just the spells I played 3 Allure. I feel like this is the best extender / it can be a starter. It obviously doesn't work into Lancia, but you side it out a lot game 2 and 3 when Lancia comes in. And then I also played the 1 Gold Sark and the 1 Terraforming, which this gets the field spell and this can banish a Manis named from deck to start your place. And then I played 20 hand traps basically. I guess if I can play and they can play, I might win still. So 3 Shifter. Shifter is pretty good, no need to explain that. Decks needed their graveyard, like it kills off the Fian Smith engine, which is in most decks right now. It also weakens a lot of the other engines and decks that run around, so it's pretty nice to be able to main it. Then 3 Ash, it's just the most generic hand trap. It stops Mulch armies as well, so yeah. Then main deck 3 Fuvalos, like it's the most generic Mulch armies, so it's the only one you can really main. So, and drawing cards is always nice. Then I also played 3 Imperm and 2 Nip to keep it at 40. So I mean, this is only 14 cards, but if you count the Bystials as well, like you get to 20. So you basically have 20 ways to interact with your opponent if you don't win the die roll, and even if you do win the die roll, in your combo you're gonna draw like anywhere between 1, 2 or 4 cards, so you will be able to see most of these. Obviously these aren't that good to draw, but you can discard them in your combo because you need like 2 discards if you go full combo, so yeah, they're fine. And going second, they're just too good not to play. If you also if you open Shifter, you can just Shifter them on your turn, and most decks can deal with that. So for the extra deck I played the 1 Typhon. It only came up once, but I think I would still play it, like the other options that could fit into this flag spot are not that good. Dark never came up in Tastic, and I don't think Nightmare Phoenix is really that necessary to play, so I decided to go with Typhon. It's fine, like I wouldn't change it. For the Link ones I played Link Decoder, Link Uribo and Link Spider. Like this is an extender because when it's used as Link material it's an extra body. This is just like the best Link one that's not Link Decoder you can make, and this is for Nip token mainly. So you can then go into Splash Mage and continue playing. For the Link 2s I played the 1 IP. You can sometimes end on this, so it's nice to have. So you don't have to make Cryptor on your own turn, but you can make it on your opponents with IP. 1 Splash Mage, like 2 Cybers monsters turn into a Link 3, pretty good. 1 SP, like probably one of the best, if not the best Link monster in the game. It can also work as a combo piece, because you can link your Maliss, Link 3 and something else into it, and then banish the Link 3 from your grave to gain the banish effect. And then 1 Haggard, which is a combo piece, like it turns 2 bodies into Link 3. Then for the Link 3s, I only played the Maliss Link 3s, like the Ransom, the Binder and the Cryptor. I don't think there's much to explain here, like actually 2 people didn't realize this switched around attack and def, so they played into it quite badly. The banish 3 from grave is really nice as an interruption as well as your combo piece, because you can banish your stuff from grave to gain effects. And Cryptor is just one of the best interruptions in the deck. It also facilitates OTK because it's like 100 damage by itself, so you can kill Undershifter quite easily with this. I did this like once or twice, I think. And then for the Link Force, I played 1 Firewall, which can be used as an interruption in some lines, and then it can also like recycle stuff like Lancia if you play the Mirror. 1 Access Code, it's really easy to OTK with this, because you just make it with a Link 3 and then you banish the Link 3 to pop and get it back, and usually if it's boosted by mouse you get the 600 attack, so it's 29 plus 53, which is 82, so that's game. And then I played the 2 Fiends, like the Griffon and the Habao. This is better than Firewall, because Bystials are really popular right now, so if you play Firewall you're gonna dump the Saberworm on your turn, and then they can Bystial it, which makes it a lot worse, because that spell trap negate is basically the reason why Firewall Dark Fluid was good. Griffon is just nice, like there's not that many Link decks in the format right now with Raziel, so this can be really hard to deal with them. They basically only have like Imperms and XT as a good outs, and yeah, so this is better into Bystial, because even if they Bystial your Griffon and you try to reborn it with a bow, you can still reborn something else, because this doesn't target. And the pop effect is also nice, it might come up sometimes, but the draw effect definitely almost doesn't come up for me. Like usually if it would come up, my opponents could by then, because they are already lost if this is coming back and I'm like playing next turn, because this deck is really good at generating follow-up. For the side deck, I played the other 6 Mulcharmis. I wanted to draw cards because I play a lot of hand traps, so I decided to just run all 6. Like Fuvalos is the only main deckable one, and then in some matchups you have like 9 post side deck, or mostly it's 6, like because both aren't good into all the decks. Going second, I usually side it out Allure for Mulcharmis, because I counted on Mulcharmis drawing me cards, and Allure loses into Lancia, which will be sided into game 2 and 3. And it doesn't matter if your opponent is going first or second, they're gonna side Lancia anyway. I feel like Mulcharmis underperformed, but I think I would still play them. Then I obviously played 3 Lancia for the Mirror. It's also good into Cristrons, which is a new deck post-Suda. I didn't play against any, but I saw some at the event, and this really stops them. I played 2 Droll because I just needed 2 cards, and Droll covers a lot of rogue stuff, and if it's good into a matchup, you can even side it going first, and then it, in a lot of scenarios, beats the Mulcharmis, because you can draw yourself and play on. Then for the spells, I only played the 1 Cold Buy for going first. It's just really good, it stops Mulcharmis, it stops Lancia. If you set it, it's good as an interruption, because most decks need Graveyard, and Yeah, I think this card should be a 3. For the final 3 cards, I just played 3 Impulse. I didn't really side these a lot going second, I mostly sided them going first, but I still wanted them for like random weird matchup, like I don't know, I might play against the Labyrinth and this is good against Labyrinth or something like that, but yeah, I mostly sided this going first because like if you go first, this on ice is like really good because usually you will have TB engrave, and then the ice will get destroyed, so they will lose their normal summon and won't have a body from it, which they keep if you imperm the ice. So I usually sided this going first into most matchups. It also, in my final round, I set it against my opponent going first, and he was under shifter, so he couldn't really play, and then on turn 3, when I went to the OTK, this stopped Nip, so it protected me from Nip basically. Okay, that's it for the deck profile. Shout out to my friend Piki, who owns this channel. This deck profile is for him. Shout outs to my team, the Balkan. And yeah, this would be all for the deck profile.